The Veteran Airlift Command, I was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Walt Fricke at the National Business Aviation Association. And Walt had this program called Veterans Airlift Command. I always tell my friends that every pilot loves a mission. Nobody wants to just get in their airplane and fly circles in the sky. So I was attracted to the mission orientation of maybe doing something good for someone. We went a couple of years without doing anything just because I was building a business. And we sold my business 3.5 years ago. And the company that bought me out did not want my jet. And it was the pinnacle of my flying career, so I wanted to keep it. And my wife and I agreed to repaint the jet and dedicate its time and expenses and everything to Veterans Airlift Command. The reward of flying these young men and women is unbelievable. Words cannot describe the gratitude that you feel and hear, and they become friends instantly. So we've done, 30-some missions now, and every one of them is unique in its own way, but the underlying current is the gratitude and how appreciative these veterans are. The paint job came about, I had a paint scheme in mind that was very similar to an F-18 that I saw out at Miramar for an air show. And it was dark blue, gray, dark blue, and I thought, man, that's a perfect camo breakup for my jet. I'm going to do black, gray, black because of the default silver boots, ice boots that are on it. And once I got that done, I wanted to put a stripe that emphasized the lines of the plane. And my friends at work, I have a de Havilland Beaver, and my friends at Whip Air that work on that said, call John Starr. I called John Starr, and he didn't say, what color stripe and where do you want it painted? He said, how does it feel to fly a jet? I said, I don't know, what do you mean? He goes, I've never flown a jet, what's it feel? What do you feel like? I said, I feel like I left the Starship Enterprise up in orbit and I'm descending to some planet's surface in a shuttle. And if you look at the controls in that airplane, you'll understand why. And he just exploded. A new Star Wars movie was coming out, asked me what I thought. I said, well, I'm a Star Trek fan more than Star Wars, but I like them all. And we went back and forth designing this thing for 5 months. Finally, I said, John, I think it's too fun. I think it's a way big departure from what I wanted for a kind of a pseudo-military look. And John goes, Mark, these kids you're hauling are missing legs, missing arms. They've been really hurt badly, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, don't you think they've had enough seriousness? I said, you bet, paint it. So he painted it. I never went and looked at it again until it was done. And then we debuted that paint job in Oshkosh here 3 years ago. Aviation has a special place in my heart. Whitman Field is actually named after my brother's godfather. Steve Whitman and my father were best friends, and my father financed one of his first experimental aircraft projects, and that's how they got to know each other. And so that was, the tie to that, being in Boeing Square, all the things that are associated with Oshkosh, and how humbling it is to have this thing parked on this square because of the mission that it does. This plane's purpose changed demonstrably. More importantly than just hauling veterans, it's become the recruitment tool to bring other pilots and aircraft into the service for Veterans Airlift Command. We were on the cover of Twin and Turbine magazine, and a gentleman who had a Phenom 100 read the article, signed up that day, the very next day flew 2 missions. So the founder, Walt Fricke, the founder of Veterans Airlift, said, you're VAC1 now, I guess. And so that was fun. So that's kind of a quick story of how I'm standing here talking to you, I guess.